The altcoin market is looking good. The Bittensor ecosystem is looking good. And you already know every week we need to highlight one Bittensor subnet. If you don't know how to buy Tau subnets, just go watch my video. You can just type it in, how to buy Tau subnet. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the #1 subnet in the entire Bittensor ecosystem, and it's a reason why it's #1. So if you want to know more, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stick around. So you might have seen my X thread, and you're probably wondering what Chutes is. It actually is a subnet that was created by Rayon Labs. They actually got a few subnets. They got Squad, Gradients 19, and Chutes. Squad actually isn't a subnet, but they do have 56, which is Gradients, 19, and 64, which is Chutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an in-depth review of the #1 subnet on the Bittensor ecosystem. And again, it's #1 for a reason. It's sitting at $128 million market cap, and I personally think it has potential to 10x or higher from here, even in this cycle. Now, the main thing about Chutes, and again, you guys can go check out their X page. Chutes is the decentralized distributed serverless AI compute platform. Chutes lets people all over the world share their computers to power these AI models. You have to create an account. They do earn and generate revenue, as you can see. But it's not like you have to pay with crypto or Tau. This is Web 2 friendly and normie friendly. And the cool thing about the revenue that they earn, it all goes entirely to buyback. So it helps appreciate the token. And this is why I think that this project, if it continues to make these type of connections and it continues to have all of these people building these AI models on top of their infrastructure, there's limitless potential with Chutes. We already seen Fetch, right? Fetch AI, which is a $2 billion crypto project, by the way, use their compute power to build a AI agent that does image generation. So for example, just imagine if all 128 subnets said, hey, whatever we're building in the AI sector, we just want to use Chutes to run our servers, to host it, right? This project could explode. A massive play in the infrastructure area or niche of not just crypto, everything, because every day you wake up, there's somebody building an AI model. Every day you wake up, there's somebody utilizing AI, artificial intelligence. So this isn't going anywhere. The problem is big tech companies like Amazon charge $3 to $5 for AI computing power and make businesses wait 12 to 18 months to access high-end GPUs. There's actually a shortage right now in GPUs, creating an expensive monopoly that locks out smaller companies and startups. So yeah, these bigger companies, they might want to use Amazon because they trust it, right? But there's so many starters. There's so many smaller companies. There's so much opportunity for a smaller company to say, hey, I want to save money and host my AI model. Why not choose Chutes? It's actually probably the best out there when you compete it to AWS, Google, and Microsoft. And you don't have to wait on your GPU, right? Because everybody who has a PC that wants to be part of earning a passive income, you can lend out your GPU power and help the ecosystem, right? And in exchange, you earn alpha or Tau. The solution is Chutes taps into a global network of underlies computers to provide instant AI computing access at about 15 to 50 cents per an hour, 20 times cheaper, democratizing AI infrastructure and breaking big tech stranglehold on artificial intelligence development. I also would do research on how to buy Tau subnets and understand how emissions work and demand. This is not per se focusing on the emissions or Chutes. This is just giving you a full review on what I am learning personally about Chutes, but you also got to do your due diligence and research, guys. I've seen a cool little post here about the Tau ETH chart and how if the correlation of Tau ETH hitting 6,000, there's a good chance that Tau will approximately be around 1,600. Well, you got to ask yourself, how high will Chutes go? And I want to make it easier for you guys about what Chutes is. So think of Chutes like Uber for AI computing power. Instead of big tech companies like Amazon controlling all of the computer servers that run AI, Bittensor lets anyone with powerful computer join the network and get paid for helping run AI applications. Chutes is the most successful project built on Bittensor or Tau, whatever you want to say it. So out goes the old way, in goes the new way, right? Only big tech companies can control AI servers. That's done. Anyone can provide AI computing power. I said it's I just said that a few minutes ago. Very expensive, 20 times cheaper. You have to wait months to get your GPU because of the shortage. Instant access, no waiting, because they're using a decentralized model. Once you do get it, you're locked into their system. You're you're free to switch anytime with Chutes and Bittensor. These centralized entities control the pricing and rules. Community sets the fair prices, right? So Bittensor is like a marketplace where AI projects compete to provide the best services. GPU owners, people with powerful computers, earn money by joining the network. If you got a powerful computer, you got a gaming computer, and you're not using it, I would look into finding some of these projects and recommend Chutes here to earn passive income. Why not? Makes it super easy to run AI apps and instantly cheaply. And again, guys, people are creating AI models each and every day. They need hosting, they need servers, right? GPU servers, and it's like electricity for AI, right? You build an AI brain, you got to plug it in like a Tesla, right? You ain't got no plug, you ain't got no Tesla, right? You ain't got no electricity, you can't host your AI model, and it just won't work. And guess what? This market itself is exploding daily, right? And again, this is huge in my opinion. If you want to pause the video and go over some of the pros and cons, go over it. But bottom line, Chutes won't replace Amazon, but it doesn't need to. By capturing even 1% of companies who want cheaper, faster AI infrastructure, it can become worth 1 billion. Think about it, or more. Think about it like how Uber didn't replace all taxis, but created a huge new market. So yeah, those old taxis, we don't got to replace the taxis, right? We just got to create an environment where all the new startups choose us, Chutes, over these big companies, right? These big companies probably will still get the, massive companies that only trust Amazon, that don't believe in Web3. But again, every day there's millions of people building AI models, and they need serverless compute power. This is like a niche that there's no way not to connect it to the rise of AI. It's like AI needs electricity, right? Chutes is providing that electricity, right? Within the marketplace, that's the biggest marketplace for AI, right? AI entrepreneurs. So most AI entrepreneurs are trying to save money because they want to make sure their platform, the ecosystem, can grow as much without having all of that demand. All of that overhead that takes away from the demand of the project. And these are some of the competitors with Chutes. Again, if you want to pause the video and go over the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities here, we know there's a GPU shortage driving the demand. Enterprise AI adoption is accelerating. Web3 infrastructure is maturing. It's a win-win situation here, right? The cool thing about their tokenomics is enterprise revenue, fiat payments flow directly to Subnet operations and token buybacks. Revenue-driven buybacks increase token volume and market cap. So anybody that's holding this and saying, hey, well, I don't have a miner, I'm not, lending out my GPU power. How does this make sense for me as a holder? Very, very simple, right? Everybody that's investing, whether they're investing TAO, whether they're buying the serverless compute power with fiat, right? All of that goes to the buyback of the alpha token. Hence the reason Chutes is sitting at number 1, right? Because this has real users outside of cryptocurrency. Chutes is not based on Web3 and crypto projects. Anybody can buy what they're, selling, right? Anybody can use their services. You don't have to be specifically in crypto. And this is why the opportunity is massive, right? And especially when you compare it to AWS, Google, and Microsoft, and how they've been taxing people for years. Higher emissions, increased token price leads to more TAO emissions from the network. So this is great for miners. More resources enable better performance, attracting more users. So word of the mouth, people, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, why use AWS if I'm going to get taxed when I can use Chutes, right? You can also see this is our ARR, annual recurring revenue model, where I, believe that this token can hit 750 per token. And you can see they, year 1, they probably going to earn about 20 million. Year 2, 75 million. Year 3, maybe 300 million. But this is the thing. AI models are digital equivalent of human brains that require massive computing power to learn and think. Training a single advanced AI like ChatGPT costs 100 million in compute alone, and OpenAI spends 700,000 daily to keep it running. 700,000 daily. to put that into perspective, right? Every time somebody creates a prompt, right, it's just costing, it's costing tons of money, right? Tons of money, right? So this market is only going to continue to grow because these models that people are creating are only going to get more powerful. And guess what? They're going to need more digital electricity, right? And because of the shortage in GPU power, and they don't want to be centralized with something like Google, Microsoft, or Amazon, they're going to choose the most cost-efficient, fastest, and seamless integration of compute power. And there's nothing right now that competes with Chutes, essentially becoming a cheap electricity power provider in a world where every business desperately needs power to run AI applications, making this one of the most lucrative infrastructure opportunities of our time, since AI compute is as essential to the digital economy as electricity is in the physical world, right? And I even broke it down, you know what I mean? Again, the confidence level, right, based on our model, if Chutes can hit a $1 billion market cap based on the risk to reward. There's a 45% chance that that does happen. Again, if you want to, pause the video, I'll share all of this research and report visuals inside the Patreon. So that's what I think about Chutes. As far as the team, there wasn't a lot of information, guys. But again, our model says there's a 6 of 10 confidence in the team. Rayon Labs has been like executing, shipping, delivering, and they got multiple subnets, and they haven't lost a beat, right? They haven't lost a step. They keep up. Their subnets are usually in the top 10, and I think that this, I trust that this team will continue to deliver. But again, guys, you always got to go out there and do your research. $128 million market cap, a little bit overbought here on the daily, but this is not something I focus on. I do hold a small bag. I am waiting for it to dip a little bit more because I want to buy more of this. The more I take a deep dive into what Chutes is actually bringing to the AI ecosystem, the more and more I get bullish, because I build things and I know how expensive it is to host these things. And you want really, really, really good servers, man. And again, nobody wants to use AWS. It just costs so much. Chutes is allowing, small people, small business owners, small AI entrepreneurs to thrive if they have an idea, right? So, guys, image generation, anything you can think of AI, right? A lot of this stuff is being built on top of Chutes, and Chutes is providing that infrastructure. So, guys, let me know what you think about Chutes. Are you bullish on Rayon Labs? Do you hold any of their subnets outside of Chutes? Let me know what you think about the utility and use case. Hopefully I'll open up someone's eyes with this video and how to navigate across good subnets that earn and generate revenue, that have actual clients and customers and actual demand in the AI sector. That's the type of subnet you want to be a part of. You don't want to actually pay attention to price. Pay attention to demand, buyback, revenue generation, and most importantly, shipping and executing. And I think that Rayon Labs and specifically Chutes is right on time and really, really doing that. So guys, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Don't want to make this video too long. Yeah, AI isn't going anywhere, and again, AI needs electricity. Chutes provides that. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.